Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be my March purchases and empties. So that is where I come in and tell you everything that I've purchased for the month of March, as well as everything that I've finished and if I would repurchase it or not. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love it if you stuck around. But with all that, let's just get into it. All right, a few disclaimers. I was too lazy to put my contacts in today. It is what it is. Hopefully the glare is not too bad from the lights. And you might hear some tip-tappity dancing because I left the door open and my dog is in a mood. She's going back and forth and she just wants to hang out with me because my husband's on a work trip. So she's just feeling lonely and I wanted her to be able to come in if she wanted to. So if you hear her little nails on the floor, it doesn't bother me. I hope it doesn't bother you. Okay, so of course, like every month, I should not be surprised by now, but every month I sit down to do this video and I'm like, how did I purchase so much stuff? I don't know. It just, for some reason, it doesn't seem like a lot, and then I put it all on this table and it's a lot. I don't know. We're going to go over it all. I like doing this because it is a reminder. It helps me just kind of stay accountable. Not everyone likes hauls, so if you don't like a haul video, like this is probably a little bit more haul heavy than empties heavy, then no hard feelings, but there is a lot to go over. The way that I like to do this video is go over everything that I purchased earlier but didn't come to me in March. Then I'll go over my empties, and then I'll go over my purchases that I actually made in March that came to me in March, because I do order a lot of things online. They don't get to me right away. I live in France, so sometimes it's easier for me to ship things to my family members in the States. It's just cheaper and easier, and then they bring them to me when they come visit because there's always someone going back and forth, and that's why they get to me a little bit later. Let's just start. I'm going to go over all the things that I purchased not in March, but I'm finally getting in March. And the first thing that I have is my Natasha Denona order. So I purchased 2 palettes from Natasha Denona. I've kind of been on this like collector's kick. I purchased the Yucca as well as the My Dream. I never had these and I kind of been wanting them. So there was some kind of sale that Natasha Denona was doing earlier, and I decided to pick these up. So here is what the Yucca looks like. It's not new, so you've probably seen this before. Really excited to play into this. Kind of like a fall palette, but that's all right. And then the My Dream palette. I really like the My Mini Dream, and it's kind of been making me want to purchase this. I've also been getting a little bit into warm tones, a little bit more, barely, but here's what this one looks like. It's a little bit darker than I was anticipating. Not too much, mostly I guess like around this corner here. But I'm really excited to play with both of these. I'm happy to have them. I do have most of Natasha Denona's midi palettes at this point. I don't have Retro Glam. I don't have the pastels. And there's some other ones. I'm just blanking. But I did purchase both of these, and I'm happy to have them. I'm feeling like my Natasha Denona midi palette collection's pretty complete. I'm pretty satisfied with what I have. I would like to pick up the Bloom, but I'm not really in that much of a hurry for it. Then I did get the Simply Posh Cosmetics Snow Angel palette. A little bit late because we're past these like winter tones, but I'm so excited for this. Simply Posh is one of my favorite indie brands. I think they're really underplayed, undervalued. Words always escape me when I'm doing these videos. They're not appreciated like they should be. They have an excellent formula. The price point I think is pretty fair for what you're getting. I love the layouts of their palettes, and this to me, I'm so excited to dip into. I think I want to, because I also have the Coastal palette that I purchased that I haven't used yet. So I think maybe I want to do some kind of compilation. There she is. some kind of compilation video with both the Snow Angel and the Coastal palette. I don't know. Let me know if there's anything here that interests you that you maybe want me to prioritize. Let me know so I can prioritize it. That always does help me out to kind of narrow things down because I can get a little overwhelmed. Next, we have the Tarte Aspyn Ovard palette. I said in a Will I Buy It I was going to purchase this. I had to. I did a video last summer on like 5 palettes I regret not getting. And since then, I've gotten like most of those palettes. This was one of them. This was the #1 thing on the list. Seems boring, but this was always the palette that got away. And then Tarte announced that they're relaunching this palette. I was so excited. I had to get this. I'm very, very just, it like fills a hole in 22-year-old me or whenever this came out. I'm not sure, but I really wanted it. I didn't have the funds at the time to purchase it, and now I have it. I'm so, so happy. And this will be getting used probably sooner rather than later. Next up, I have an order from Glamlite. I purchased this around Black Friday. Glamlite always does like crazy, ridiculous sales for Black Friday. I purchased the Ghost Face highlighter for like $5, $4. I don't know how much. I kind of had this on my wish list, but I knew I didn't really need it. And then when I saw the price point, I picked it up, and Glamlite always does this to me. They always do. Scream is kind of, I think it's my favorite horror like series, my favorite franchise, I think, of like the old school horror movies. This one's my favorite, so I thought this was super cool. Am I going to really get the use out of this that it deserves? Probably not, but I thought it was really fun. Can you hear her digging? She's going nuts. This is like her crazy time. Eris, are you crazy? Are you silly? I hope it's picking up. She does this every night, usually a little bit later. I wasn't anticipating it to be this late. It's like 6 now, and she usually does it like around 8 or 9, but oh well. Then I also picked up the Betty Boop palette. This was one that I heard the quality was really great. I'm not like a Betty Boop fan. I never watched Betty Boop, I'll be honest. But it kind of was interesting to me, and then I think it was like $10 for Black Friday, so I just decided to get it. Here's what it looks like. Of course, it's coming to me late, like I said, because I purchased it, sent it to my sisters, and then finally someone came to bring it to me. I think I was nervous it was going to be really red pink heavy, but it's really not. The red background kind of does change the perception of this a little bit. I will play with you in a little bit, Eris, I promise. I promise I will. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Huh? Come here. I don't know that I've ever formally introduced my dog, but this is my dog, Eris. And I love her, even though she looks like she's being tortured right now. I rescued her from Cyprus. When I lived in Cyprus, she was a foster fail. We fostered her. And then I just had to keep her. She's 4 years old now. And we named her Eris because since we were in Cyprus, it's very Greek there. So I wanted to give her a Greek name. I know you look very miserable. She's a professional at that. I wanted to give her a Greek name. So we looked it up, and Eris is the goddess of chaos. And it fits her perfect. Yes, I love you so much. I know. Okay, you can go down now. She's not a very cuddly dog. She loves to play, but not the most affectionate of dogs. All right, what are we doing? You gonna sit here with me? We can do that. I'm sure everyone would love it. So, Betty Boop, I also picked up this palette, and I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of it because all the Glamlite palettes that I purchase, I tend to not use, and they get pushed down the list. That's my priority list. I still have my Black Friday purchase, not from last year, but the year before, that I haven't used yet. And I should have learned my lesson, but I didn't. All right, next up, I had to purchase this, the Bella Beaute Bar Morley Gray palette. Really thought this palette was super cute and pretty, came out for Valentine's Day. And I've heard like some mixed reviews. Like everyone agrees that this is the same Bella Beaute bar formula and that the formula is really nice. Just the color story is a little one noted. I'm interested to see what I think of this. I think it'll still work out really great. And honestly, I like the color story. I see like midtones. Like, yes, you're going to only get pink or gray, but I see light tones, midtones, deep tones. So I'm not fully mad at it. Can we make a decision? This is not working out for me. Few more things that came to me that I ordered before. The Twilight New Moon. I wasn't going to purchase this, but for some reason I just had to. I don't even like Twilight that much. Like I never was a Twilight super fan when it came out, but this warm tone palette just seemed really pretty. And I tried to dupe it with shades from my collection and I couldn't. So that's why I decided to pick it up. Have I used my Twilight palette, the first one from Colourpop? I haven't yet. I haven't. Thanks for asking. So this will need to go with that palette, and I'm hoping I can get my act together and really start to get through some of these unopened things. While I made an order through Colourpop, I also ordered the foundation stick, so I do plan on doing a foundation review and wear test with this. I picked up the shade Light 6. We'll see how it goes. Really excited to try this. And then I picked up 2 of the So Juicy Plumping lip liners. I picked up Tease and Group Chat. Let's watch these. So here are the lip liners. This one's Tease and then this one's Group Chat. I don't know. They looked interesting and I think they were doing some kind of lip sale when I made my Colourpop order, so that's why I picked it up. 2 more things, not exciting things, but I like to be transparent. So I picked up a sunscreen. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Lotion in SPF 50. I love this sunscreen for a body sunscreen. It is the most unique sunscreen I've tried. It is very much like a water gel consistency. Like it looks like this, but it feels like a gel, like a facial gel. And I'm going to be going to Spain to volunteer at the dog rescue that I go to very often for a month. So I needed like a good sunscreen and I just really love this one. I can't find it in France. So I ordered one on Amazon, got it, and now it's here. And then I think I needed free shipping with my Amazon order because I don't have Prime there. I have Prime in France and they don't go back and forth. Like you can't have Prime on both. It's weird. It's dumb. So I need free shipping and I got like a pack of chapstick, which I do need because I'm almost out of like all my chapstick things. So one of these will be going into my purse immediately. And those are all the things that I purchased before March that are just getting to me. Now let's go over my empties. First category we'll go over for my empties are nail stuff. So I just have like this little sample of a nail lotion that I got from a brand. And then I have a acetone additive. I've talked about this before, but this is great if you have really sensitive skin. This is basically something that you add to your acetone to make it less harsh, but you still get the effectiveness of an acetone. Like I said, it's called an acetone additive. I get it from indie nail brands. This one specifically is from Swamp Gloss. They're really great. All you do is you just take this little vial and pour it into your acetone, and you have it for as long as the entire bottle of acetone lasts you. So really great, and I just like to shout out that product. And then we have some hair care. Let's do hair care because it's just staring at me. I have a hairspray. This hairspray lasted me like over a year. It's the Moroccan Oil Luminous Hairspray Finish in medium. 8.3 ounces. Like you can still hear it, but the nozzle is clogged, so I can't use it anymore. I have tons of hairspray backup, so I won't be purchasing another hairspray for a while, but I really do love this hairspray. It probably would be the one that I would repurchase unless I find one that I like more than it, and I love the smell. I love the smell of Moroccan Oil products. It is just so luxurious to me. I love it more than more than any hair brand that I've tried. Even though this is semi-expensive, I think it was like $28 for this bottle of hairspray. I don't go through a lot of hair products. I really am a pretty low maintenance person when it comes to hair. I don't style it really. I just let it air dry and do its thing and then pin back what I don't like. So this lasted me probably at least 18 months, maybe even 2 years. I've had this for a very long time. More hair care is this travel shampoo and conditioner. This is from Rusk. It's the Pure Mix Native Fig. I have the shampoo and the conditioner. I actually am like almost done with my travel samples of shampoo and conditioner. I think I have like one left in my shower and that's it. I'm very excited about it. This was okay. Nothing really to report. No notes or anything. Also have this one. This is the Paul Mitchell Repair Shampoo. I think I finished the conditioner last month and I just had the shampoo left. So this is done. And again, not really any notes on it. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. I have yet to find like my holy grail shampoo conditioner. More hair stuff because I'm really trying to get through it. This is the Living Proof. We have the Color Care Conditioner. I don't really love color care products. I don't color my hair, so they're not for me, and I just find that they dry them out, but I used it up. It is gone. And then I have the Living Proof Curl Definer, just a like leave-in conditioner, kind of enhance your curls a little bit. Not something that I would naturally reach for, but I force myself to kind of get through it. Really want to focus in on all my hair care products. Like I said, if you can see, there's like containers in that bookshelf. Those are all hair care products. I have a lot of work to do when it comes to hair care and getting my category collection hoard down on that. So this is gone. It's empty. I'm happy about that. And I think that's all my hair care. Now I just have makeup and skincare. This is kind of body care. This is a lotion. It's the Tiffany & Co. perfume body lotion. So it smelled like the Tiffany perfume. I purchased this like in a little set with the perfume. Used this up. Also really happy about my lotion collection. I have one lotion left. It's currently open and half full. So after I finish that lotion, I'll be able to purchase a new lotion. And that is like a category that's under control. And I'm very, very happy with like my hard work on that. So this is gone. It actually wasn't that bad for like a fragranced lotion. It's okay. It is very strongly scented. I wouldn't go out and purchase a like fragrance lotion naturally, but it was fine. And my husband really liked the scent, surprisingly. Then skincare. So I have this. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Triple Action Micellar Water. As you can see, I'm a fan of the Neutrogena Hydro Boost line because I have on the floor here the sunscreen that I already talked about. Really like this. I use this in the morning kind of as my cleanser. I just put this on like a reusable cotton pad and use it to kind of take everything off from the night before. I try not to go in with like a cleanser in the morning. I just find it to be a little bit more gentle. That's just me. It works for me. You do you, but really happy with this product. And this is my second bottle that I finished of it. I have these eye patches from Peter Thomas Roth. They're the Hyaluronic Cloud Hydrogel eye patches. Trying to get back on the train of using these. I used to use them every day. And then in wintertime, I always fall off the wagon because it is just cold, cold, cold. And the last thing I want to do is put something cold on my face. I just don't. So I have so many backups of these. I really need to get through them. I don't find a difference in like different eye patches, to be honest. The only difference I find is if they're more of like that dry formula versus a gel, they just stick better. But I don't find a difference in like different brands. Like I've tried different Peter Thomas Roth lines, like the water drench or like the gold ones. To me, they're all the same. They're all the same. A few more things before we get into makeup. I'm really happy with my empties this month. Last month was a little bit low, I think. I do have this sunscreen that I finished. This is from Frodia. This is a K-Beauty brand. The Green Grape Cooling Sun Gel. Really nice, but not my holy grail. You're actually going to see my holy grail in a second. So finish this off. This was okay. Would I use this again? Yes, but like I said, I have a holy grail that I like. These dissolving microneedle eye patches from Skin Iceland. Really like these. I'm trying to, again, use up my stash and use what I have. You wear these to bed and They have like little pinpoints and they kind of just, I think they work really, really well. I think they're more effective than the eye patches and you don't have to use them as often. They are super expensive though, in my opinion. I think they're like $10 per pair. And I always would pick them up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty or when they were half off. And so now I just have like a whole bunch of these and I need to actually use them. So that's what I'm trying to do. And then the last skincare thing before makeup is the Basquiat Cactus Water Moisturizer. Hate this. This is not my first sample of this. I tried this like years ago, back when I lived in the States still. So it's been quite some time. And I remember that I hated it then and I hate it now. It's like, because it's this cactus gel, it is just so like sticky. It's like aloe vera, which is fine. I'm sure it's really great for your skin, but I hate the texture of it. I do not like this at all. So that was nice to get rid of. I think I ended up using it on my chest most of the time because it was just like so sticky on my face. Now for makeup products, most of these are minis, but we're getting through them. I have a little chapstick here, not super exciting, but I do really love this chapstick. It's the, I think this brand is pronounced Nux. I don't know. And the shadows are terrible because I have that door open. It's fine, it's fine. This was just a moisturizing lipstick, a chapstick, really nice though. I remember I added this on when I purchased the Natasha Denona Roxa palette from Cult Beauty, and I think I need like $6 extra for free shipping. So I figured I might as well pick up a chapstick instead of spending $6 on shipping. So finished this off, really liked it. It was super moisturizing. I dug it out and everything. Have no complaints, would actually repurchase this. It was a really nice chapstick. Then I have some minis. I have two mini primers. The Cover FX Mattifying Primer with Anti-Acne Treatment. This was fine. I'm trying to just get through all of my shit. I don't know how many times I can say it again, but like really would like to get my primer category down, and these little mini primers are just a thorn in my side. So I finally buckled down and finished this one. Then I have the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. Never liked this line from Too Faced. I've tried multiple things from them. The facial spray, like the setting spray, and the primer, didn't like either, but I had another mini, so I finished it off. It's like fine, but I don't like the scent of it. I don't. I have two brow products. So the Gimme Brow from Benefit in, I think the shade 3, yes. It's fine. I've actually used to use this quite often, and then I went off of it when I just kind of became more lazy, but getting through my backup of just brow products, had this, thought I would just finish this up really quick. It's really nice. I'm wearing it now. Everything that I'm wearing is always listed in the description box below. And then I had a mini of the ABH Brow Wiz in medium brown. This is my holy grail eyebrow pencil, and I thought I had multiple backups of this, but I didn't. I have no more brow pencils, 0. So I was kind of stuck, not stuck, but I was in a predicament because I do have the ABH Dip Brow. And so I've been using that, and there are certain categories, I mean, I've really, I think, hammered it home by now that I'm really trying to lower in my collection. And brows is one. I would like to not really have backups of brows. Like, why do I have 5 different brow gels? There's no reason for that. So I had the Dip Brow Gel from ABH. I'm wearing that today. I actually really like the look of it. I think it's been looking really nice, but it is going to take me like 10 years to get through that. Like, no exaggeration. It will actually take me that long. So I had to really debate if I wanted to purchase an eyebrow pencil, because I do like an eyebrow pencil. And I did end up doing that. So we'll get to that in a second, because we're going to talk about my very last empty, which is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. This took me like over a year to finish. It was very slow going. Don't love this. Would not repurchase it. I don't know. It just wasn't very special to me. There's other setting sprays, hydrating sprays that I like more than this. You're just all over here today. You usually don't bother me, and she usually just hangs out on the couch, but she's not feeling that today. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this. I'm glad this is out of my collection. So, would not recommend. I know some people love it. I just don't. So, that brings me now to purchases that I purchased in March, and they came to me in March. First one being a brow pencil. I did ultimately decide to buy another brow pencil, and I bought the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm going to try this out because it's half the price of the ABH. We're going to see how it works for me. However, the caveat to this is I'm going to try not to use this every day. I'm going to try to really rely on the dip brow, but as I mentioned, I'm going to Spain to volunteer at a dog rescue for a month, and there I just really need like quick, easy things. I don't want to spend 10 minutes with the dip brow, like making sure it's looking natural and how I want it to look. So I justified it by saying like when I'm traveling or on days I really need to like hurry up, I will use a brow pencil and try to kind of go between the two. We're going to see how that works. This should last me a long time. I picked up the shade Cool Ash Brown. I actually haven't swatched it, and I wasn't sure what shade I should get because I did purchase this online. So let's actually swatch it and see if it's the right shade. I think it'll be fine. It's very hard pressed. Here's what Cool Ash Brown looks like. I think it'll be fine. It'll work. It'll work in a pinch. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I think it's fine. Hopefully this one works out great for me because, like I said, it's half the price of the ABH one, although I did only purchase the ABH during when it was half off at Ulta normally, so it was the same price, but I don't have to wait for a half off sale if I purchase it this way. All right, some other things to note. I did replenish my Neutrogena Hydro Boost micellar water. I love this. This will be my third bottle. It's the only thing I use in the morning. I have no other micellar waters, so for me, this was just a repurchase, and I'm happy with that. Then I did also purchase a sunscreen. This is my holy grail. This is the Haru Wonder Black Rice Moisture Airy Fit Daily Sunscreen. It's a matte finish, a velvet finish is what they call it. It looks like this. I love that it's an airless pump. You get every single ounce of this out of it, every drop out of it. And again, I just wanted something that I loved for Spain specifically. So I'm going to work through my other opened SPF right now that I have, because I have one opened that I'm going through and one in backup, and then this one. And I'm hoping I'll make a good dent in that one before I go to Spain in a couple of weeks. I will bring this to Spain, but then I will prioritize that other one, finish it, and then go back to this. That's kind of my plan. Once I finish that last backup, this will be the only sunscreen that I have in my collection, and it'll be the one that I continue to purchase, like the micellar water. Then let's do palettes last. I have been on quite the foundation kick. If you're subscribed to my channel, you've probably seen some foundation reviews go up already. So really quickly, let's breeze through the ABH foundation. I did a foundation review and wear test on this already. It's okay. I'm still testing it. It's okay. Like, I'm giving it like an 8 out of 10 right now, but I'm not in love with it as much as I want to be. I will link the video up above for my first impression. Then I did also purchase the Givenchy. This is the Prism Leap Glow Serum Foundation. Like this much, much more. Really liked this. The wear test for this just went up on Tuesday, but I did try it maybe like a week ago as of filming this. So I tried this like one extra time, but been impressed both times that I've tried it and really excited to use this one. Then I purchased the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I talked about this in a Will I Buy It? I was really interested in this. It's $8. So like, I decided to purchase this. So I need to do a video on this as well as the Colourpop one. Let me know which one you want to see first. This is like newer because it launched more. Like the Colourpop's been out for a little bit of time, so maybe no one's really interested in that one anymore. But I'm excited for both, and I picked up the shade 1.2N. We'll see how that works. Then the last thing I have are 3 palettes, and let's talk about the one that's on my eyes today, the Cosmic Beauty The Lovers palette. I think this is so pretty. I've done 2 looks with it so far. I'm trying to do No Pan Left Behind. I'm so excited for this palette. I did a neutral look, and I think I wore that actually in my Givenchy video. And then I'm using like this pinky kind of quad here today, and it is just so pretty. This might be my favorite Cosmic Beauty palette. It is everything that I want. So happy for it. Also purchased the Artitude Cosmetics Ink and Roses palette. That came out for Valentine's Day. Very excited for this palette. I love the theming of this like dark and grungy Valentine's Day. I don't know. Something about this just looks so, so pretty. I have two other Artitude Cosmetic palettes that I haven't used yet, the Vintage Neutrals and the Urban Neutrals. I think I'm going to do 3 looks with each of those palettes and do a video on it, do like a first impression on the brand. So let me know if that video would be of interest of you. So that's kind of like my next, like my number one priority as far as eyeshadow palettes is to crack into the Artitude Cosmetics ones. Then the last thing I have is the Blend Buddy Plastics palette. Did I need this? No, but Blend Buddy was doing a sale. I think they're like moving or something, so they wanted to get rid of some inventory. And this was kind of the palette on my wish list for this brand. I think this is really pretty. I thought it was going to be too pink heavy, but again, similar to the Betty Boop, the pink background kind of takes away from the neutrals that are in this palette. So we'll see. Was this like an impulse purchase that I needed? Like definitely not. I did not need this at all. Like I fully recognize this is probably one of those purchases where like I really overexerted myself or like didn't make a smart purchasing choice compared to like some of the other palettes, but that's okay. I'm not putting myself on a low buy right now. I'm trying to be more mindful, but not restrict myself too much. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. But that is everything that I purchased, everything that I finished. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I forgot anything. If I did, I am so, so sorry. It's not done on purpose to try to hide anything. I just actually forgot. So that's what I have for you today. I would love to know your opinions, your thoughts, what you want to see from me on my channel from the things that I purchased. That always helps me out. I want to try all these things, right? But I will try the things that interest everyone else more first. That's how it goes, because eventually I will try all of these. Anyways, this is where I'm going to leave you all. I hope you're having a great one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.